Okay, so good afternoon. Today I'm on to represent my presentation about anatomy and physiology reproduction system in a human. So let me introduce first. My name is Michael Fernando. You can call me Michael. I'm from Department of Biology, Malang University. So to the next slide. What is a reproductive system? When we talk about reproductive system, what is? So, reproductive system is the primary function of the reproductive system is to perpetuate it, species through sexual organ fertilizations and reproduction. Reproductive system is have primary and secondary sex organs and sex glands. So first is we talk about female reproductive system. First is the uterus. Uterus is a hollow, muscular, pure shape, and organ about the size of a woman clenched fist. So, uterus is a hollow, muscular, like in the uterus have like a muscle, same as like our hand. So the next slide. Uterus is supported and held in the position by a number of ligaments. Trauma, disease, or multiple pregnancies can weaken these ligaments and result in abnormal positioning. The uterus wall has three layers. The outside layer called the perimetrium, the muscular inside layer called myometrium, and the mucous membranes lining the uterus called the endometrium. The uterus has three functions. First, the endometrium sheaths the lining of the uterus every 21 to 40 days by menstruation. Second, it provides a place for the protection and nourishment of the fetus during pregnancy. Third, it contracts during labor to expel the fetus. Now to explain about tube of fallopians. The fallopian tubes. So the fallopian tubes is like a tubes. What am I saying? Like a line to make a fertilization process. So the first is the isthmus is the portion that connects to uterus. So it's in this part. Next, tube widens right here. I'm gonna explain tube widens to form the ampulla. Next, end of the tube is called the infundibulum. Maybe it's like hard to say, but what am I saying? It's just not the perfect at all. You can search in the Google system. The opening, the opening is called the ostium. Okay, next. Reproductive system. The fallopian tube is 4 to 6 inch long. The egg released from the ovary is captured by the fimbria and brought into the fallopian tube. The egg is moved inside the tube by muscular contraction and the waving action of cilia. It takes an egg about 3 until 4 days to travel the length of the tube. If an egg is fertilized, it occurs here and the part in the season. Next, the ovaries. The two ovaries are attached to each side by the uterus by a ligament. They are oval shaped above the size of a large olive, like an olive, like that, and lie close to the fimbria at the end of the fallopian tubes. Each ovary is filled already at birth with egg containing sacs called follicles. Each egg is called an ovum. Next, once every 21 days, one follicle in one ovary ripens, releasing the ovum or egg, a process called ovulation. The vagina extends from the cervix into the outside of the body. Is a 3.5 inch long muscular tube that expands in length and with during sexual arousal. This is the parts of the how am I say the out out the vulva. The vulva is our five organs making up the external genitalia of the female. First is mons pubis, second is labia majora, third is labia minora, the fourth is vestibule, five is clitoris. Like it is. Mons pubis is a triangular shaped pad of fatty tissues over the pubis bone, covered with the pubic hair. Labia majora is a two large spots of adipose tissues on the sides of the vaginal opening. It may be used in the when it's reproductive operations. Labia minora is two smaller folds of adipose tissues on the inside of the labia majora. Vestibule area between labia with openings for the vagina, urethra, and two excretory ducts for Bartholin's glands. Bartholin's glands is right over the maybe what am I say vestibula. Yeah, maybe it's like in this in this old. Then clitoris, sensitive fold or tissue partially covered by hue. Female reproduction is by vulva. The perineum is the area located between the vaginal opening and the anus. Maybe it's like this in this slide. Thanks. Now for the woman's up, the breast. The breasts are the mammary glands, which is have in all mammals in all the world. They have it in the breast, varying in the size according to the age, heredity, and the amount of fatty tissues present. Then, the dark colored circles at the tip of the breast is called the areola. The onset of the menstrual cycle or menarche begins at the puberty and ceases at menopause. The ovulative phase comes next. Estrogen is the hormone produced by the ovaries, which stimulates the maturation of a follicle and thickness the endometrium. Next is pregnancy. So we know about pregnancy is just like a process. The fetus has egg implants in the uterus. Progesterone production increased to a signal pregnancy can be detected in the urine and blood. So, at the moment of the conception, a single sperm with the 23 chromosomes carrying genetics information from the father penetrates or fertilizes a single egg with the 23 chromosomes. This learning is maybe this information is are inside the let's say, can information in the DNA and RNA. Maybe it's just like that. The resulting cell, a zygote, now has a 46 chromosomes. The cell begins dividing in and is also called a blastocyst. From week to until egg, it's called an embryo. Anyway, this is the embryo. It is suspended and is in a amniotic sac surrounded by fluid during the 280-day gestation period. During the second trimester, all parts start to function. During the last trimester, the embryo is now called a fetus and maintains its growth. As about pregnancy again, but in the outer pregnancy, labor characterized by the muscle contraction, dilation to 10 centimeters, and effacement thinning of the cervix and expulsion of the mucous plug that form in the cervix signal the onset of the parturition's the childbirth process. The newborn may be covered with the traces of vernix caseosa, cheesy coating, or lanugo. downy hair that protect the skin before birth. Pregnancy can be complicated by certain conditions. First is placenta previa, second is preeclampsia, third is spontaneous abortion or miscarriage. Now we talk about the male reproductive system. Called scrotum. The scrotum is a pouch of skin suspended from the perineal area and divided into two sacs. Sacs. Each containing one testicle and epidermis. Urethra runs the length of the penis from the bladder to the meatus. The flaccid penis fills with the blood during arousal, causing an erection and allowing for the function of copulation or intercourse. Next, testes and epididymis. The oval-shaped testes are located in the scrotum, are each divided into 250 lobules. Coiled within the lobule tubes where is the sperm are formed. The mature sperm are stored in the epididymis, a tube 13 to 20 feet in length, coiled and lying on the side of each testicle. Sperm. Actually, this is a genetic system, genetic material. The acrosome covering the head of the sperm contains enzymes that help it penetrate the ova. The head carries the kinetic materials, the midpiece supplies energies, the tail or flagellum provides motility. Vas deferens and seminal vesicle. The vas deferens are muscular tubes transporting sperm from the epididymis to the seminal vesicles, and prostate and upper glands. The prostate gland also secretes an alkaline fluid that mixes with the sperm as part of the semen. Semen means like a liquid, almost a liquid like a water, but more dark, more dark. Let's say like more not clean at all. Enlargement of prostate benign prostatic hyperplasia obstructs the flow of urine through the urethra. So that was the end of the reproductive system. Any time. Thank you for your attention. And goodbye.